today's episode of Juicing the Numbers. I am your host, Joshua Tracy.
And I'm Corwin Keller.
And today is supposed to be the news day of the podcast where we talk about things that have been going on in the world of sports and our opinions on them. However, since NFL free agency is finally slowed down, there is not much in the news department. At least nothing that's really worth bringing up. So instead, I've got a few light baseball topics and a look forward to what next Monday's episode may look like. You ready, Corwin?
Yeah.
All right, so let's take a look at some of the baseball shit I have pulled up here. Just still playing around with the baseball references play index finder because why not? There's no better time to hunt down weird baseball shit than when there's zero baseball being played and zero prospect of baseball ever being played again. So, Corwin, I just got some random shit for you. You ready to guess things?
Sure. This is always fun.
All right. What do you think is the most batters used in a game?
Oh my god. So what we have? I'm gonna go like 28.
All right, so you already are so much closer than I was guessing because my dumbass forgot that there was two teams when I put this in.
That's not. Oh, that's not even close to what I was thinking of. I was thinking, okay, there's 25 people on a roster. I'm assuming there was some extenuating circumstances that caused them to have to bring extra people in.
Now, I would love it if that was true, but it's really just, you start with 18, because
Right.
you got 9 and 9 off the jump, and then you just kind of add from there based on things happen. So 28 would be is a big 5-way tie for fifth. First isn't too much higher, but it's 30. Three different times, 3 different games. 30 different batters all stepped up to the plate. They are a 1972 match in September between Oakland and Chicago, in which the A's lost, which isn't unusual, 7-8. No, I'm kidding. The A's are actually pretty good at that point. Yeah. So there's that. Okay. That game, hilariously enough, was played in front of 9,600 people, which that's the Oakland A's. That makes sense. So that was the first time. That was the first time 30 batters all entered a game. The second time was 2015, September 15th, Colorado against Los Angeles Dodgers, in which the Rockies won 5-4, which is very strange. Also a 30 batter day. And then the most recent game happened just last season. Arizona St. Louis, September 24th, 2019, also 30 batters used. So in which Arizona won 3-2. So I haven't looked, but given that all of these scores are 1-run games, I have to assume that this is just like pinch hitting for matchups, right?
It has to be.
Otherwise, I just don't think it makes any. Oh, and you know what else I didn't even consider?
What?
I think all of these games. So the Arizona St. Louis game, National League, Colorado Los Angeles, National League, Oakland Chicago, American League, but pre-DH. These are probably all pinch hitting for pitcher spots.
There you go. Explains it.
And looking at the box score, that appears very correct. Yeah, a lot of just, all right, that's not nearly as interesting as I thought it would be. What a shame. What a letdown. What a shame. What a shame. Oh, well. Yeah, I thought it would be something crazy. I thought it would be something like some weird old-timey game where, like, what you said happened, like everyone got hurt and the whole roster had to play that day and absolute chaos, but I guess the National League is just like, nah, pitchers.
Yeah, fuck pitchers.
Fuck them pitchers.
I love you, pitchers. Don't get mad.
What do you think the record is for the most pitchers in a baseball game?
Okay, so if 30 is for, I'll say 20. You know what? Fuck it, 30.
13.
What?
Yeah, 13. It's happened 4 times. The first one, by the way, all of which, 3 out of 4 of these were last season.
Yeah.
The first time it happened was that same Colorado Los Angeles Dodgers game from 2015, where that game. Hold on, that's
Can we
actually
watch this
fascinating.
game?
I think we kind of need to because it holds it is tied with the record for most batters used in the game and most pitchers used in the game, which is hilarious.
Do you have a date for this?
Yeah, it's September 15th, 2015. Yeah, where the Rockies won 5-4, and the Rockies were 61 and 84, and the Dodgers were 83 and 61. Dodgers scored in the first, 1-0. Rockies scored in the fourth, 3 runs, so there was 3-1. Dodgers scored again in the seventh, 2 runs to make it 3-3. Game went into extras. Both teams scored 1 run in the 11th, and then the Rockies eventually scored the winning run in the 16th inning, winning 5-4 with 5 runs on 12 hits and 1 error, with the Dodgers 4 runs on 12 hits and 3 errors. What a game.
Yeah, I want to watch this.
For science.
Let's see. Colorado. Was Colorado at the Dodgers?
I think Colorado was home.
Okay, Dodgers at Colorado.
Yeah, Colorado was home.
But I haven't found it yet, but I can get it.
I believe in you. The rest of these games, 2 of these games happened on the same day. All right, so that was the first game, the 2015. 2019, all these games happened. So 2 of these games happened on the same day, and the other one happened 1 week to the day beforehand. So the second time this had happened was 2019, September 17th, 2019. Boston, San Francisco, in which San Fran won 7-6. Does this game go to extras? Yeah, this game also went to extras, 15 innings. Jesus. And then the second time it happened, I guess, is a tie between because it both happened September 24th, 2019, when Arizona and St. Louis had this happen to them, 13 pitchers in a game, Arizona winning 3-2, and then San Francisco again and Colorado, in which San Francisco lost 5-8. The St. Louis Arizona game went 19 innings. Jesus. The Colorado San Francisco game went 16 innings. Goddamn.
Damn.
Goddamn.
I said goddamn.
I said goddamn.
I said goddamn.
But like, wow.
We're idiots.
Shit. Fuck. Okay. Wow. All right. How weird is that this happened twice on the same day?
I would say it's incredibly weird, but we talked about this earlier, how you can't not be romantic about baseball, and you also can't be surprised when crazy fucking shit happens in baseball at any given point.
All right, so I just reran the query where I put in a stipulation that this game had to have been 9 or fewer innings, and only 7 games in history, baseball history, have been have used 10 pitchers or more in 9 or fewer innings. The earliest occurrence of such of a game, September 12th, 2004. Baltimore against New York Yankees, where Baltimore lost 7-9. Only one game has had 11 pitchers in it during a regulation 9-inning game. And again, it's San Francisco. It's 2015, October 4th, 2015, San Francisco, Colorado, in which San Francisco got butt fucked 3-7, and 11 different pitchers appeared in the game. And I guess October 4th was still just a regular baseball day that day, which feels weird because it definitely feels like it should have been the playoffs. But apparently what happened with this game is San Francisco scored 2 runs in the first and a run in the sixth to go up 3-0 because the Rockies didn't score from the first inning all the way through to the eighth inning. And then in the ninth inning, down 3-0, they scored 7 runs in the ninth and then won the game 7-3.
I guess we have the time to go back and watch all these games, so I might just do that.
I need to find a scoring summary because I want to see how many pitchers got used, like in the ninth inning. All right, hold on. Oh, it's a lot. Oh no. All right, so the Rockies are down 0-3. And Javi Lopez is pitching. And he's facing Jose Reyes. Jose Reyes makes an out. Fly ball to center field. That's an out. And then Rafael Inoa, he singles to short. Javi Lopez gets pulled from the game for George Contos. George Contos pitches to Nolan Arenado, who singles to left field. And Inoa goes to second. Then Corey Dickerson comes up against George Contos and hits a home run. So now the game's tied 3-3. Then Ben Paulson goes up against George Contos and he singles. And then Cody Hall comes in, the third pitcher of this inning, and faces Daniel Descalco, whom he walks, and then Dustin Gastineau, who singles off of him.
Is he related to Mark Gastineau?
I wish. And then just to continue with the French last names, Cody Hall then faces Justin Morneau, who singles to right field, and that scores Daniel Descalso. And then Cody Hall gets subbed out by Yusmeiro Petit, who allows a single to Charlie Blackmon, allowing Garneau and Morneau to score. That was a fun sentence. And then Yusmeiro Petit gets 2 groundouts to get out of the inning. But all in all, they used 4 pitchers just in the top of the 9th inning, which is pretty nuts. And then John Axford gets out of a very shaky bottom of the 9th all by himself. So if you take away the top of the 9th and have the Giants use just the one pitcher they probably wanted to use in Javi Lopez, this game probably only has 8 pitchers and doesn't even make the list. But that 9th inning.
That fucking 9th inning.
Yeah, so that's that list. I don't even know what this one is. All right. I have how many games do you think have happened in baseball history? In which
my mind just exploded trying to think of like where to even start with that.
What would your guess be? Now I don't even know. What would your guess be?
I couldn't come up with a guess without doing some like simple arithmetic to just try and come up with a place to start. Like I couldn't.
Oh my god, my brain hurts.
Right?
I don't even know. Every number feels too big and too small.
Mm-hmm.
All right, give me a guess.
Oh shit, I did not do any math. All right, let's do some math. So there's 168 games.
162
times 15, because you can't multiply it by 30. You have to because there's 2 teams playing. Whatever, you got it. And let's say we go back. Let's say since it wasn't always 162 games, right?
No, it got expanded in, I want to say, the 70s.
Ooh, shit. So let's say 80. Or you know what? Let's say
no, it got expanded in the 60s because Roger Maris broke the home run record, but with more games played than Babe Ruth, and everyone made a whole big stink about it. So
you know what? I'm just gonna say that there was 100 years worth of games. If there was 168 games averaging out for every season, so
162.
252,000.
252,000?
Yeah.
That's your guess.
252,000. Yeah.
Okay. I already looked it up, but I was I don't even really have an answer. I probably wouldn't have said this number. Yours is probably a lot closer than I would have gotten just by guessing. Um, I'll say I probably would have gotten around 150,000, but I couldn't even tell you because my brain hurt. It's 218,400 games.
Wow. So honestly, guessing 100 years worth of games was pretty close.
Now, just to add to that, how many perfect games have there been, Corwin?
23.
23. That is 0.0105% of all games played.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Apparently, I just learned of a Yankees pitcher who pitched a perfect game, but it didn't count because Babe Ruth started and got ejected before getting anyone out.
Yeah, when he walked a batter and then got tossed for complaining to the umpire.
Yeah. Do you know the name of the guy who missed out on a perfect game?
Oh, I know the story. I don't know the name. Tell me the name.
I don't know the name.
Oh, I have no fucking clue.
I was searching for hope, not for, try and make you look like a big dummy.
You won't find any hope on this doorstep. I'll tell you that. But anyway, to get back to my question, this was a very interesting side note because I literally have never once even come close to pondering how many games have been played in baseball history.
Right.
But so now that we have that way more interesting fact, how many games do you think have happened in baseball history in which more than 20 runs have been scored and more than 20 batters have been used?
So we know of one in 2015, right?
No, that's pitching.
Right, but wasn't it both? Didn't it show up in
No.
both lists?
No, it showed up in more than 10 batters used and more than 10 pitchers used. There need to be over 20 combined batsmen and 20 runs scored.
Oh, I see what you mean. I don't know. 15.
One game.
Fuck.
Only one game.
I knew I guessed high, but I didn't think I guessed that high.
Yeah. In which the Chicago Cubs molested the Colorado Rockies 26-7. And there was a combined exactly 20 number of players used in the batters used in the game. This is a wild scorecard to look at. Chicago scored 7 in the first, 2 in the third, 6 in the fifth, 3 in the sixth, 4 in the seventh, 4 in the eighth for 26 total runs. The Rockies scored 1 in the second, 1 in the fifth, 2 in the sixth, and 3 in the seventh, which is 7 runs. And like, there was spread out and would have provided you with plenty of excitement if not for the fact that they got molested. The Cubs scoring their 26 runs on 27 hits and 3 errors, with the Rockies scoring their 7 runs on 10 hits and committing a single error. And just so many people. There were so many people in this game. Brian McRae, Scott Bullitt. Oh my God, really? I love that name. Scott Bullitt. Oh, I love that. Shawan Dunston, Jose Hernandez, Mark Grace, Sammy Sosa still. Oh, actually, it's 95, isn't it? Yeah, I was thinking 2005. Although, was he playing? Doesn't matter. Luis Gonzalez, Larry Cassian, Randy Myers, Todd Ziley, Howard Johnson, Joe Kmack, K-M-A-K? K-M-A-K. That's not a name. Ray Sanchez, Terry Adams, Ozzie Timmons, Scott Cervais, Kevin Foster, Mike Perez, Anthony Young, and Todd Haney. And for the Rockies, we have Eric Young Sr., Ellis Burks, Dante Bichette, whom we know very well.
Yeah, we do.
Now Hall of Famer Larry Walker, John Vanderwall, Andres Galarraga, Mike Kingery, Vinny Castilla, Joe Girardi.
Sure, dude.
Oh, listen to this name. Jayhawk Owens. Walt Weiss, Steve Reed, Mike Munoz, Brian Hickerson, Darren Holmes, Brett Saberhagen, Lance Painter, Jim Tatum, David Need, and Jason Bates. who I thought was an actor. And yeah.
Arrested Development.
And you know what the craziest part about Jayhawk Owens is? That's his actual name.
For like, how does he spell it?
How exactly how you think? His full name is Claude Jayhawk Owens.
Like Jayhawk, like the Kansas Jayhawks, or
I just sent it to you, like Jayhawk.
Sure, dude.
A career 0.3 WAR.
Yeah.
74 OPS plus. A lifetime batting line of 232, 318, 396. Wow, this is amazing.
No, he was born in
He played 130 games. That's amazing.
Yeah, well, those kind of guys aren't exactly your leadoff hitter.
I don't know. That's a leadoff hitting type of name, though, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. That's the guy that like brings people's attention to your lineup cards.
That dude would be a fan favorite if he was around today. Like he would be Rocky's Twitter all-time MVP.
So like I get that his first name isn't in fact like his last name isn't Jayhawk, but like do you think they'd put Jayhawk on his jerseys anyway? Cuz like that's what people care about.
I certainly would like them to.
Yeah, right?
He played in one postseason game. Why would they let him play in the postseason? And they played it in 1995, like 3 years into not being a good batter. Like in 95, he had a 95 OPS plus.
That's not terrible. It's not good, but it's not terrible.
In his one game, in his one plate appearance, and in his one at-bat in the 95 postseason in the NLDS against Atlanta, he struck out. And they lost the game.
Real rough.
I needed to learn the ballad of Jayhawk Owens. Because that's just hilarious. Yeah, and anyway, yeah. So I have two sheets left.
Yeah. Okay.
Fucking yeah. What do you think is the most number of pitchers used in a game in which the opposing team scored 20 or more runs?
I'm gonna go and say one game.
Oh, so no, there's actually 24 games.
I can't guess right if I tried.
I know, right?
If I tried, like I'm not already like, yeah, I guess I am just straight up guessing.
So what's interesting is every single one of these games they used 7 pitchers, except one in which they used 8. Also, a couple things of note. In 1961, the Minnesota Twins were hosting the Kansas City Athletics, and the Minnesota Twins lost 2-20. And at that game, there were fewer than 5,000 people.
Oh,
yep.
Suck.
Yep, it's just not good. In 1977, the San Diego Padres were hosting the Chicago Cubs, and the Padres lost 6-23, and there were less than 10,000 people there. And,
that's rough.
In 2001, the Montreal Expos were hosting the San Diego Padres, in which the Expos lost 7-20, and there were fewer than 7,500 people in the crowd.
How many?
Fewer than 7,500.
I mean, that's the Orioles every home game, so you know, not great, but it could get worse.
So the most pitchers used in such a loss comes in a Detroit, Minnesota game from 2014, August 22nd of 2014, in which the Twins, the home team, thwacked the Tigers 20-6 on the back of a 6-run second inning and a 9-run 6th inning. The Detroit Tigers busted out pitchers Robbie Ray, Blaine Hardy, Phil Koch, Jim Johnson, Ian Kroll, not the actor, Al Al Albuquerque?
Shut up. There's no way.
Al Albuquerque?
There's no way.
His Al. I just sent you the link to Al Albuquerque. His full name is Alberto Jose Albuquerque.
Dude, does he have his birth certificate written in green crayon?
Oh my God, Al Albuquerque.
What's your name? Al. What's your last name? Looking at some guy's like license plate across the street. Albuquerque.
That's the most made up name in the world. Can you imagine the announcer having to have a straight face? And now stepping on the mound, number 62, Al Albuquerque.
Albuquerque.
Oh my God, that sounds like back in like the day when like every baseball game was made by Japanese companies and they came up with fake American baseball names because they didn't have the rights to real ones. You know, and they had like, all right, here's John Stevens, there's Mikey Mikerson. There's Al Albuquerque. Whew. So it was Robbie Ray, Blaine Hardy, Phil Koch, Jim Johnson, Ian Kroll, Al Albuquerque, and Jabba Chamberlain. The Twins had used Tommy Malone, Anthony Svarjak, Ryan Presley, Jared Burton, Caleb Thelbar, and Brian.
Caleb Felbar? Is that the name of a nerd in some fucking old-fashioned like 80s movie? Movie?
It certainly feels like the kid who didn't get laid in an 80s movie. I'll send you the link to his bio as well. Ironically enough, he played for the Twins in this game, and his picture on Baseball Reference is with the Tigers. Brian Dunsing, also a batter who appeared in this game. Oh, sorry. I didn't realize there was there were some position players pitching. Andrew Romine pitched for the Tigers this game. That's always fun. Pitched a full inning, 4 hits, 3 runs, all earned, no walks, 1 strikeout, 2 home runs, good for a 27 ERA.
Should Austin Romine have been re-signed by the Yankees in order to fill out their bullpen?
No.
Okay.
But
Just figured I'd ask.
He can. So I want to talk about Al Albuquerque because that's a hilarious name. He's our boy. He was founded in the Dominican Republic.
He was founded
in the Dominican Republic. They plucked him straight out the ground. Out of the Al Albuquerque well, where all Al Albuquerques are derived. He played.
You have lost it. You have lost your mind.
He played for Detroit for 5 years, from 2011 to 2015. Then he played for the Angels. Then he played for the Royals and got traded to the White Sox, and then he died a White Sox. R.I.P. Al Albuquerque. Oh, he has a lifetime 5.1 WAR, 17 wins and 18 losses, a lifetime 3.16 ERA, 264 games played. He has 1 save, 254 innings, 45 innings pitched, a lifetime 1.314 WHIP on 291 strikeouts. He never pitched more than 63 innings, which feels weird. I guess just like a career reliever. But his ERA is never bad per se. I guess it's never good. A 1.87 ERA in 41 games with the Tigers his rookie year is phenomenal. And then in 2012, it looks like he was hurt. He had a 0.68 ERA, but only played in 8 games. He only pitched 13 innings. And then a 4.5 ERA in 2013, pitched 49 innings. So maybe, first season back from injury. 2013, he had a 2.5 ERA, great, in 72 games, 57 innings, dynamite. And then a 4.21 ERA in 2015 in 67 games with 62 innings. So I guess that's where Detroit was just like, nah, not worth it. Dude's 30. Mm-hmm. The Angels signed him, and of course, the Angels, wonderful with pitchers. He pitched in 2 games for 2 innings and a 4.5 ERA, and that was it. Again, not surprising given that is the Angels. And then he goes to Kansas City, where he throws a 3.6 ERA in 11 games with 10 innings, gets traded to the White Sox, where he has a 1.13 ERA in 10 games and 8 innings, and then never pitches in the majors again. That's kind of weird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
He pitched in a World Series.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
What year?
I don't know. I'm trying to find 2012. 2012. He pitched for Detroit against San Francisco. This is the second of their 3 even year championships. He pitched in 1 game, 2 innings, 1 hit, 1 run. It was earned. It was a home run and then 2 strikeouts. That's a shame.
Dude.
It's a shame. It's a damn shame.
Yeah, I wouldn't go that far. Can we?
Oof. Real quick, so he's pitching in a few world postseason games, and they're all over the place. So in 2011, he threw against the Yankees, and he walked away from those 2 games with an 81 ERA.
What?
Pitching 2 games, 0.1 innings combined, 2 hits, 3 runs, all earned, a home run, a walk, 0 strikeouts, a balk, and 4 batters faced. He walks away with a 9 whip, an 81 ERA, a home runs per 9 of 54. Sorry, a home runs per 9 of 27, a hits per 9 of 54. Oof.
Fuck. Okay.
But in that same 2011 postseason, they were like, no. Our boy, Al Albuquerque. He's better than that. The craziest part is Detroit won that game. So instead of like,
Really?
we got this. And they throw him into another 2 games against Texas in the ALCS, in which he pitches 1.2 innings, has a 0 ERA. He no hits, no runs, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, 1 wild pitch, totally cool. Everything's right in the neighborhood. And then Detroit doesn't win the World Series. And then in 2012, he plays against Oakland in the ALDS. He pitches in 2 games, has another 0 ERA, super cool. Then doesn't play at all against the Yankees in the ALCS. Then he pitches in the World Series, as I had mentioned, and doesn't have a great day. And then in 2013, he's back in the playoffs with Detroit. He's in the ALDS against Oakland, and he pitches only in 1 game, has a 13.5 ERA, because in his 1 game, he pitched 0.2 innings, let up 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned, a walk, an intentional walk, 2 strikeouts, good for a whip of 4.5, a hits per 9 of 27, and a walks per 9 of 13.5. And then the Detroit Tigers were like, Al Albuquerque has 1 more in him. And he got the loss in that game. And then Al Albuquerque came out in the ALCS against Boston for 6 games. He pitched 6 games against Boston. Jesus. 6 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned, 2 walks, 1 intentional walk, 7 strikeouts, 16 batters faced, a 2.25 ERA, 1.0 whip, 0 home runs per 9, 4.5 walks per 9, 4.5 hits per 9, 15.8 strikeouts per 9. Love to see it. Al Albuquerque, but fucking Boston in his last hurrah in the playoffs. That's our man.
Do you think we should probably look into maybe getting some Al Albuquerque jerseys?
I think we should reach out to his manager and see if we can get something donated from his estate.
I guess, yeah.
We know that his agent is Aces, Sam and Seth Levinson. Those sound like fellow Jews.
Yeah, that is in fact a pretty Jewish name.
Very much so. I used to work for Levinson. I want to start the petition to bring back Al Albuquerque.
I mean, I feel like you're talking like this guy's dead. He's still very much alive.
We don't know that for sure. Also, are you looking at his baseball reference page?
Yeah.
Why is he wearing a Toronto's Blue Jays hat when I don't see him ever playing for the Toronto Blue Jays professionally?
I mean, well, you got me there.
Right? Like 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 he played in the majors for like 7 years. How is there not a different picture to be used?
Man, I don't know. You're asking
What?
me questions I cannot answer.
I need the answers.
Wow, there's not. Oh my god, there are options to buy his jersey on eBay or like autographed baseball cards.
Really?
Yeah,
Yo, let's start.
$154 Canadian for a Toronto Blue Jays Albuquerque jersey. Oh,
Let's
it's
get it. That's
game
like
issued.
$6. Sick game issued?
Game issued jersey for $155. Essentially,
Honestly, that's like kind of worth it. Like
Josh,
even yeah.
there's 2 of them.
Oh, we're matching out Albuquerque jerseys.
Oh my god. Like, if we're being honest, I really want to. Wait, hold on. How tall is Albuquerque?
I think he's 6 foot even.
Uh, he's not a big dude. This jersey definitely wouldn't fit me.
It might be a little short. You could wear the crop top Albuquerque game used jersey.
It's a size 46. I think I'm a size 52.
Wait, it's a size 46. It's his listed weight is
Yeah.
195. That's not even a big guy. How is he a size 46?
Yeah, it shows a picture of the tag and it's a size 46.
Interesting. So real quick, just to give a quick Al update. The reason he has a Toronto hat is because the last time he played affiliated baseball, he played for the in Buffalo for the for a Toronto minor league affiliate. In 2019, he did play baseball for Monclova, which is down in the Mexican league. Although he only played he played in 52 games and had a 3.78 ERA and a 1.013 whip. I think Albuquerque should be prepping for his major league comeback.
Sure. Let's do it. Let's get him on the phone. Let's get him on the pod and let's chat about this.
You know what's so funny is like if he was like his career, I don't know why I always think this is weird about low careers. Because it's 5.1. That's not very high. Granted, relief pitchers don't accumulate a lot of WAR in a given season. That's why Mariano Rivera, the greatest relief pitcher of all time, his WAR isn't like super high in the grand scheme of like Hall of Famers because relief pitchers just don't have the ability to accumulate that much WAR. They don't play that much. But like think about 5.1 WAR being your career WAR and knowing for a fact that Mike Trout is going to get more than that. Almost double it, if not double it.
Yeah.
You think you'd be upset?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'd have to be, but at the same time, like, he's Mike Trout. He's Mike Trout.
I can't argue with that one.
Yeah,
I know you wanted
he
to make
is
a
in
joke
fact
there.
Mike Trout.
All right, I have one last thing, and I'm hoping
Sure.
I don't know if it's going to lead us down any of the rabbit holes, or similar style rabbit holes that we've already gone down. But
I fucking hope so.
I fucking hope so too, because we've gone some interesting places this evening. This is a search for all baseball games, in which what did I do? In which the team won having allowed 20 or more runs. How many games do you think have occurred in which the winning team still allowed 20 or more runs?
7.
This time you're a lot closer. 2.
Thank God. Oh wow.
2.
How many, and possibly both of them, involve the Baltimore Orioles?
0.
Oh, really?
But what's interesting is it's the same 2 teams, just 57 years apart.
And
they each won one.
That's wildly impressive, but it would be even fucking funnier if it was like 2 in a series.
So in 1922, the Philadelphia Phillies faced the Chicago Cubs, and the Cubs won 26-23 on October 25th, 1922. And we'll get into the game in a little bit, I guess. And then they face off again, like I said, 57 years later, May 17th, 1979. And this time the Phillies beat the Cubs 23-22. And these are the only 2 games where this one thing has happened. The winning team won, having allowed 20 or more runs. And having to the same 2 teams, each getting their own turn to win. Ain't that some shit?
Yeah. That's pretty inside baseball.
Oh, wow. This is a wild box score. All right. So in the 1922 game, the Phillies scored 3 runs in the second, 2 runs in the third, 1 run in the fourth, 3 runs in the fifth, 8 runs in the eighth, and 6 runs in the ninth. And for a total of 23 runs on 26 hits with 4 errors committed. The Cubs scored 1 run in the first, 10 runs in the second, 14 runs in the fourth, and then 1 run in the sixth with no other scoring, and won 26-23. But that means that going at the end of the 7th inning, with 2 innings left to play, the Cubs were up 26-9. 20, right? Yeah, 26-9, and would go on to allow 14 runs in 2 innings to almost lose the game.
That would have been probably talked about amongst the all-time worst chokes in baseball.
Absolutely. Would you like to hear some of the names involved in this game?
Yeah.
All right, playing for the Philadelphia Phillies, we have Russ Wrightstone, Frank Parkinson, Cy Williams, Bevo Leborvu. I'm sending you this name. Kurt Walker, Johnny Mocan, Art Fletcher, Jimmy. I know. Oh, damn it. Hold on. I fucked it up. Art Fletcher, Jimmy Smith, Roy Leslie, Cliff Lee, Butch Henline, Frank Withrow, Jimmy Ring, Lefty Weinart, and Goldie Rapp. Goldie Rapp.
What are these?
Dude, I love these old-timey names. I'm sending you Bevo DeBurvo right now. Or Devo Leburvo. That is, and his full name is DeWitt Wiley Leburvo. A career negative 0.8 WAR, career OPS plus of 93. He only played baseball for 5 years, and none of it looked good.
Do you think he played poorly because he was so self-conscious about the announcer saying his name before every at-bat?
No, I think he was so nervous that all the letters would start falling off the back of his jersey. Oh, they didn't even play at that point. Wow, what a fucking name, man.
You're telling me, Jesus Christ.
How am I saying it right? How give me your pronunciation.
That's exactly how I would say it.
How did he get from DeWitt to Bevo or Bevo? Oh, it's probably from Leborvo, and then someone shortened it to Bevo, I guess. Man, what a fucking name. Anyway, in that game, the Philadelphia Phillies had 52 at-bats, 23 runs, 26 hits, 19 RBIs, 11 walks, 5 strikeouts, 66 plate appearances. All right, that's cool. All right, the Cubs names. We have Cliff Hecote, Charlie Holliker, John Keller, Zeb Terry, Bernie Friberg, Ray Grimes, Marty Callahan, Hack Miller, Marty Krug, Bob O'Farrell, Gabby Hartnett, Tony Kaufman, Turner Barber, George Stuland, George Mazel, Ewell Eubanks, and Ed Morris and Tiny Osborne. And I want to show you Ewell's name because that's a weird name. And how do so many of these players have negative career WAR? I don't understand. but yeah, Ewell Eubanks, pitcher, negative 0.2 lifetime career WAR, a career 27 Oh, he only played in 2 games. This is one of the only 2 games he's ever played in. So Ewell Eubanks has played in 2 games, a combined 1.2 innings pitched, a career line of 5, both this one season, 1922 for the Chicago Cubs, 5 hits, 9 runs, 5 earned runs, 4 walks, 1 strikeout, a wild pitch, for a lifetime ERA of 27 and a lifetime WHIP of 5.4.
He got 5 outs and gave up 5 hits. Walked 4. That's Jesus
Although
Christ.
what's hilarious is that his ERA is 27, but his FIP is only the 9.01. So just wait for the Fangraphs article telling you that he's ready for a bounce back season.
They cut him too soon. Way too soon.
Why it's time to reinvest in Cliff Eubank or Ewell Eubank. Ewell Eubanks. That's his real name. Ewell Melvin Eubanks. Wow, that's some Texas shit.
Right?
Oh, wow. All right. So the second game that this happened in May 17th, 1979, box score reading as such, the Phillies scoring 7 runs in the first, 8 runs in the third, 2 in the fourth, 4 in the fifth, and then 1 in the seventh, and 1 in the 10th. This game went to extras to win 23-22. But this is a game I feel like we really need to watch. The Cubs scored 6 in the first, 3 in the fourth, 7 in the fifth, 3 in the sixth, 3 in the eighth, and then didn't score anything else. Lost the game. Phillies went 23 runs on 24 hits with 2 errors. Cubs 22 runs on 26 hits with 2 errors. God damn, that must have been ridiculous. Can you imagine a game tied 22-22 heading into the 10th?
No, in fact, I could not even come close to guessing that.
But like, what the fuck?
No way.
That's a hilarious day. You ready for these names?
That's bad. Yeah.
God, I'm thoroughly enjoying this. Oh, well, that's a name I was certainly not expecting. All right. We have Bake McBride opening up his baseball reference page. Bake McBride. Larry Bova. Pete Rose playing first base for the Phillies. Mike Schmidt. Del Unser. Gary Maddox, brother of Greg Maddox. Greg Ross. Bob Boone, father of Aaron Boone. Rudy Mioli, Landy Lurch, Doug Bird, Greg Luzinski, Nino Espinosa, Tug McGraw, Ron Reed, Tim McCarver, and Raleigh Eastwick. Yeah.
Tug McGraw sounds like a fucking
porn
dirty
star?
Sex move.
How much career award do you think Tug McGraw was worth?
Oh man, I don't know.
Give me a guess.
0.69.
21.8. 2-time World Series winner.
Impressive.
He played for 19 years. He should probably have more than that.
Okay. Touche.
Yeah, fuck you, Tug McGraw. Bake McBride's real name is Arnold Ray McBride. His nickname was Bake, and his other nickname was Shake and Bake. So Bake McBride is just a stoner. Yeah.
Is his actual nickname listed as Shake and Bake?
Yes, it is.
Oh my lord.
Also, Bake McBride, Rookie of the Year winner and a World Series winner. So good for you, Bake.
Yeah, for real.
So weird to see Pete Rose here. I always forgot he played for teams not named the Cincinnati Reds.
Did he cheat for teams not named the Cincinnati Reds?
He cheated on teams not named the Cincinnati. It's just so crazy. Like this list of names is like almost like a who's who of weird ties to other baseball players, like Gary Maddox being there, Bob Boone being there, then really famous players like Pete Rose and Mike Schmidt being there. How fucking weird. Are you ready for the Cubs? Oh sure. God, you're gonna lose your mind at this first name.
Oh God.
Playing shortstop and leading off, Ivan DeJesus. His real name is probably more like Ivan de Jesus, but still Ivan de Jesus. Ivan de Jesus. Mike Vale, Ray Burris, Scott Thompson, Bill Buckner. Wow. Dave Kingman, Steve Ontiveros, Jerry Martin, Bruce Sutter, Barry Foote, Ted Sizemore, Bill Caudill, Bobby Mercer, Dennis Lamp, Donnie Moore, Willie Hernandez, Steve Dillard, Larry Bittner with 2 eyes, Bittner, and Mike Keller.
Bittner.
Yvonne de Jesus.
Ivan de Jesus.
Oh no, nobody fuck with the Jesus.
Have you seen that movie yet?
Oh yeah, of course.
How was it?
Oh, you mean the new one?
Yeah. Oh no, yeah, not the Big Lebowski. The Jesus Rolls.
No, I haven't seen it yet. Have you?
Nope.
Good talk.
Gives me an idea for future use, but I don't know if that's, that's not going to be a good pick.
Hey, it could be great. We'll never know. Damn.
Oh my God! It has
what?
4 stars on IMDb.
That's the perfect amount. That is all the stars you could possibly want. It's 4 out of 4, right?
I wonder. Yeah, that's exactly it.
Nice.
Let's see what it is on Metacritic. 45. Not ideal.
I mean, did we really expect this to be good?
I had a hope.
Yeah, I wouldn't have bet on.
Yeah.
If I was a bettins man. Yeah.
Just for reference, the highest critic review gave it a 91. By consequence of sound, the next highest was 67.
Sick. Love it,
Yeah.
dude. So yeah, that's all I got. Ivan de Jesus. And Ivan de Jesus, a respectable player. 11.1 career WAR, 77 OPS plus. I assume he was good with the glove. Played for 15 years, 21 to 35. Gotta love it. Played with the Dodgers, Cubs, Phillies, St. Louis Cardinals, New York Yankees, San Francisco Giants, and his career ended where most careers end, in Detroit. Oh my God, hold on. I want to read his OPS plus by season, if I may.
Of course.
All right. Starting in 1974 and going up, as we get later in his career, his OPS plus by season 91. All right, fine. 45. Ugh. 47. 76. 91 again. 90. 78. 44. 73. 84. 77. So far, not great. Subpar, not great. 54. Negative 39. 9. And his final season in Detroit, 16.
What a roller coaster.
Yeah, and it's crazy that like he had a 44 OPS plus in 1981, and the Chicago Cubs still had him play 106 games.
Why?
I have no idea.
He must have had like magnetic gloves. Just draws the ball to him.
And like, the 91 OPS plus in 160 games, that like makes sense. Same thing with the 90 OPS plus 160 games. 76 OPS plus in 155 games in 1977, like that's kind of low, but like for a shortstop in the 70s, like it was kind of a weak hitter's position, so like okay. But that 44 OPS plus in 106 games is just bizarre. That's so 194, 276, 233 slash line. He hit 0 home runs in a season.
In a full season.
You know what's even crazier? He hit 8 doubles.
How many at bats did he have?
403.
Oh my God.
He hit 8 doubles.
I was going to be like, maybe he was just a defensive replacement that they use super often. Oh my God.
Listen to this and listen to his hits over like this stretch. So 1977, when he played 155 games, first time he played over 100 games. All right, hits 166. Spot the year we're talking about. 166, 172, 160, 180, 78, 128, 126. Like just a drop off in production.
Yeah. I don't know if I feel bad, but like, dude, that sucks.
What about the fact that he has over twice as many career triples than he has career home runs? 48 career triples, 21 career home runs.
Oh, that's bad. That's real bad.
I love that. I wish that was more
Oh,
common.
I do too.
That's amazing. Wow. I mean, it's just like startling. Like he has 1,167 career hits, which is like relatively respectable. You know, like it's tough to get 1,000 hits in the MLB. But 1,167 hits. He has 175 doubles. That's it.
Do you think he was playing with a pool noodle the entire time and nobody told him?
I think he might have been like, I don't know what handedness he was, but he might have just been the other one. Yeah, it says here he bats right. I think he might have just he was supposed to bat left. He just didn't realize it.
And he just never noticed.
Yeah. Yeah, just swinging the wrong way.
I fucking love it.
Wow. Wow. Ow. That's so bad. So 15%.
Wait. Do you think if we played 162 games, we could hit 1 home run?
Ooh, I really don't know about that. I'm very tempted to say not enough fucking, but at the same time, I want to be cocky and say I'd have to hit one just by virtue of like averages, you know, like eventually. But
yeah, like I feel like at some point I could knock one over like the short porch, just squeeze one out.
The problem is that these are games. Like, would they trust us? Like, would they just groove them to us because they know that we're not good?
They would either throw us 100 curveballs, just every chance they got, because they would know we have no chance at hitting it, or eventually we would just be, underhand tossed the ball.
So real quick, we were in the middle of making fun of our good boy Ivan DeJesus.
Jesus.
Because only 15% of all of his hits were doubles, and that's hilarious. It is, trust us. What percent of Mike Trout's hits do you think are doubles?
26%.
19.
Wow.
19%. Isn't that some shit?
I was really hoping it was something disgustingly, impossibly high.
So, but now
it's a lot closer to that than I thought.
But now I'm just going to total up all the extra base hits, and Ivan DeJesus, what percent of his hits were extra base hits? You see, so we'll say 21% of all of Ivan DeJesus's hits were for extra bases. 21%. What do you think Mike Trout is going to have as his extra base hit percent?
45.
All right, 45. I'm just finishing it up now. And divide by his career hit total.
That's going to be so high.
44.
No way.
44.
Oh, I am a genius.
You absolutely are. I give you so much credit for that.
My ass can just pull so many good guesses out of it. Wait. That didn't make any grammatical sense.
Man. That was a really weird. Wow. Now that's a startling difference.
Oh my God, yeah. But again, one is possibly the greatest baseball player of all time. The other is some dude.
The other is Ivan DeJesus. Ivan DeJesus.
I know we do this a lot, but can we just take a moment to appreciate that we get to watch quite possibly the greatest baseball player of all time just fucking play 162 games a year.
I want to take this time to bash the Angels for one, wasting his talent, two, calling themselves the Anaheim Angels of or the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, which is a stupid name. Fuck them for playing on the West Coast when the games are super inconvenient to watch, and fuck them for never playing in the playoffs. So fuck you, Angels. All you have is Mike Trout, and that's not enough, apparently, because you still suck so bad.
Yeah, fuck you, Angels.
All right, that's all I got. Do you got anything to say about any of this stuff?
Fuck no, I don't.
All right. So Corwin and I had brought it up at the beginning, at the top of the show, the prospect of us doing something a little bit different. So we were thinking, because NFL news has dried up and there's no other sports news because of obvious reasons, that we might take our Monday episodes to pivot towards more of a entertainment and pop culture thing by talking about some movies either that we've been watching or have meant to be watching, and talk about kind of just like what you expect film review shit to be talking about, things we like, don't like, and general movie watching pleasures and drawbacks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we will. Corey and I will try to, I guess, pick movies by whenever we plan on recording next, so that we can announce what they'll be. People out there want to watch along with us and follow the discussion. But yeah, with the lack of things going on in the sports world, we too are looking elsewhere to find entertainment.
And we will stop at nothing to make sure you are entertained.
It is all about content. We are living in the content age.
We would do anything for you.
Yeah.
By anything, I mean like a very limited number of things.
I am so ready to whore out Corwin, if that's what it takes.
I walked into that office fully expecting to suck his dick.
Monica Lewinsky.
Dude from Firefest. Fuck us, dude.
Yeah, we hope so. All right, anything else?
Nah, let's wrap it up.
All right, if you want to follow the show on Twitter, you can do so at JuicingPod. If you want to hit us up via Gmail, you can do so at juicingnumbers@gmail.com. And until Thursday, y'all have a good one.
Bye.